Welcome. I wanted to discuss my latest Salvia breakthrough experience, or what I've been calling the Rebirth. I had a gram and a half of mushrooms and a tab of acid in me at the time of this, and they really weren't kicking in as strong as I was expecting. And so I at first went for a bowl of salvia that was just plain leaf, and it I got the taste in my mouth, and for like about a minute I was a little fascinated with some rocks in the driveway. I referred to them as rocky, and that was really about it. So a little later into the night, about like 20 minutes later, I was feeling like I wanted to go for another salvia bowl. And everyone was kind of saying, maybe you should hold off on that. I'm about the only person in my group of acquaintances and friends who really use salvia, so for everyone else, it was a little bit of uncharted territory. And so I ended up putting about 60 times extract, a little pinch, on top of a plain leaf bowl for the second bowl. And I was in a deep squat to start this, and so that's what I was doing. That's kind of that's how I've usually smoked cigarette or anything. And also, it helps you to put down the bowl. I hold this smoke, and it's about 20 seconds in. And do you know when your eyes are closed on salvia and it almost looks like the back of your eyes, that black wall is almost like wiggling, like waves? That's what I got. And so I knew, okay, it's time to open up my eyes. But when I did, I immediately realized I didn't recognize anything. I was looking at like a new world almost. And as I was looking around me, trying to understand what's going on, I had already fallen back on my butt because I any longer hold my body up on my ankles. And a few times I tried to get up, and I just it would almost be like wobbling. And it felt like as the seconds were going by, I was becoming more and more aware of my surroundings, as if I was growing up around them. And I felt very childlike in thought. At one point, when I was finally able to stand up, everyone was looking around me, asking me how I was, and they were saying like, "Oh, we can't see what you're seeing, but like we could kind of feel your energy." And I was trying to explain to them that it wasn't that I was seeing anything, but rather that I was seeing it for the first time. And suddenly I realized there was this thing on my head, and I pulled it down, and it was this blanket, which I had been tripping with it because it's cold outside, so everyone kind of carries around little blankets or jacket, whatever. But I had a blanket, and it was so soft. It was unbelievably soft, and I was rubbing it, and I was so happy. I was in pure just happiness. But it was this weird thing where after I came back to, I couldn't remember where I had been before that. It felt like my life had started in that moment. The rest of that night is it's weird. The whole time I was kind of having to deal with it while still on the acid and the mushrooms, because everyone else was just trying to vibe, so I couldn't really pull anyone off to the side and start to talk to them about this experience I had just had. Because despite it being good, it was intense. And so, yeah.